Lori.
And I'm Doug.
And this is Technical at Wednesday Night Hop, February 2020, week 1. So this is spins and turns. We started with a little single foot spin exercise. So we had you starting on one foot, doesn't care, left or right. And then we were doing quarter turns, yeah? So we want to keep this up for about 3 seconds and then put our foot down. And then we center again and do another quarter turn, and then hold it up, put it down, try again, quarter turn, yes? And so you can do these turns on the left foot, turning left, on the left foot, turning right, on the right foot, turning left, and on the right foot, turning right. So this will be true for every turn direction that we do. That will probably have 2 feet and 2 directions, so 4 different ways to practice your turning.
And one of those you'll probably find to be the easiest and one to be the hardest. We encourage you to work on all 4 because you need them at different times in the dance. The next thing we talked about for turns was thinking about where we're generating the energy from the turn from, whether that be our legs. I like to think about so we had somebody mention calves. You're going to use your calves. You're going to feel your calves working, but I almost never try to power through my calves. I prefer to use my thighs or my knees to generate some energy. You can also think about using your hips or your abs closer to your center of gravity. I think that's actually the one we probably use the most often.
Because then you don't have to flail with your arms.
Yeah, you can even think about using your head and shoulders. And then, especially as we go into things past a quarter turn, you might even start to use your elbows and arms. But hopefully it's obvious how that is a one you have to be careful about in a partner dance.
Yes. We talked about how, especially if you've had some training and you tend to releve as you do your turns. In Lindy Hop, we generally don't do that because we have the athletic posture, so our knees are slightly bent, and we have a pulse. So we don't want to releve to the balls of our foot, but I do move my weight towards the ball of the foot for the turn, and then sort of settle more flat foot to stop.
Yeah. And so our challenges for you were extending the turn into 180s, 360s, or even double 360s. What is that, 720? And
yes.
And to really keep your pulse, yeah? Because maybe you have enough balance to do this with a relatively straight leg, but we really want it, whether we're doing a 180 or a 360,
yeah,
keep our pulse and not fall onto the other foot if possible.
Yeah,
so
it's really by practicing and doing and trying not to fall over that you're going to strengthen those muscles for balance.
Yep. So then from there we went into the move for today that uses this technique.
We took it from Dean Collins. That's DeanCollins.
Yeah. Historic LA Lindy Hopper. So it looks like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So that's the hardest version with the double turn. But
can you do it from another version?
Another angle?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think that one they really got the triple.
Yeah. And then there's a follow version of this.
Inspired by Dean Collins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I guess I could have done it there.
No, that's okay.
A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So the things here that are a little tricky is for the leaders, I'm actually switching to a triple step on 5, 6, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and using that 5 to generate some energy as I drop onto my right foot, and then just a little bit of pushing off my follow to create that energy, that turn.
Follows, we feel it different from a circle because circles follow through going around, whereas this takes all the energy down into the ground, much like a break step or a freeze.
Awesome. And then for follows,
what we're doing is sort of asserting ourselves on 5, making sure we have enough room here. We have our turning foot nice and stable, and then we twist into our 6 and then push off here for 7. 6, 7, 8. 1.
Yeah. So each of these can be done with sort of somewhere between a 180 and 360. But if you get enough energy, you can even go into a full, more than a 360, 2 turns, 3 turns. So we didn't give you a specific ending because we want you to play around with that, take different amounts of time, and just your goal is at the end of there to find that rock step together and reset and go again.
Yeah, at the end of this, you're always looking for your partner, reconnecting, and then starting to dance again.
Boo, wah, shoot, ba-da, do, da,
I'm
do,
looking.
wah,
Yeah.
boo, wah, shoot, da,
We
da.
made eye contact.
Yep. Very cool. So this is just one example of using turn technique. You can take that earlier stuff into all of your turning in the dance, and we will have lots new turns and turn exercises for the rest of this month.
Awesome. Thanks so much. See you next week.